And less than a week before President Trump leaves office, he has earned the distinction of being the only president who has been impeached twice. The impeachment story is splashed across newspapers' front pages nationwide. It's a headline everywhere after the House accused the president of incitement of insurrection. 10 Republicans broke ranks, joining all the Democrats to vote yes. No House Republicans voted to impeach the president last time.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has signaled she will send the article of impeachment to the Senate for trial quickly, although it has not arrived as of this morning. Nancy Cordes covered yesterday's historic debate on Capitol Hill. Nancy, good morning to you. What happens now?
Well, Tony, the Senate's Republican leader, Mitch McConnell, says he will not bring the Senate back early for a trial. It's expected to return midweek next week, which means that phase will only get underway in earnest once President Trump has left office and Democrats have taken control of the Senate. It would take a two-thirds majority in the Senate to convict President Trump and prevent him from ever running again.
In a letter to his Republican colleagues Wednesday afternoon, Leader McConnell said, "I have not made a final decision on how I will vote, and I intend to listen to the legal arguments when they are presented to the Senate."
Those in favor say aye.
Those arguments will likely sound a lot like what we heard in the House as members voted to impeach President Trump in the same chamber where they cowered in fear 1 week ago.
There must be consequences for last week's treason and sedition.
The attack on the Capitol and the Congress was the single most depraved betrayal of the U.S. Constitution ever committed by a president.
All the Democrats voted to impeach, plus 10 Republicans, including a party leader, a new member, a staunch conservative, and moderates, like Washington State's Dan Newhouse.
There was a domestic threat at the door of the Capitol, and he did nothing to stop it.
Afterwards, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi spoke at the lectern that had been recovered after a rioter swiped it last week.
The House demonstrated that no one is above the law, not even the President of the United States.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
The sole article of impeachment accuses the president of inciting an insurrection last Wednesday that killed 5 people and put his own vice president in harm's way.
The president bears responsibility for Wednesday's attack on Congress by mob rioters. He should have immediately denounced the mob.
Republican leader Kevin McCarthy agreed the president was to blame, but
I believe impeaching the president in such a short time frame would be a mistake.
Others argued Mr. Trump didn't deserve the punishment.
If we impeached every politician who gave a fiery speech to a crowd of partisans, this Capitol would be deserted.
What's being debated is whether, with 167 hours left until he leaves office, is he a clear and present danger? And he clearly isn't.
Resolution is adopted without
But
objection.
they were outnumbered, and now the resolution goes to the Senate for a trial that could start late next week.
In a statement after the vote, President-elect Biden said that he hopes the Senate will carry out its impeachment responsibilities while also working on the other urgent business of this nation. By urgent business, he means confirming his cabinet and addressing his agenda. But at best, the Senate will only be able to devote half days to that duty. The other half of the day, it will be working on this trial, something that could last a couple of weeks, Anthony.
Nancy, thank you.